Now, Thembisile Patekile has had his hands full since taking over as Provincial Police Commissioner last year. He took over the top cop position amid allegations of corruption and police incompetency levelled against the department in the province. eNCA's Ronald Masinda has more on the story and joins us live. Ronald, good afternoon. The Police Commissioner in the Western Cape is raising concerns about the amount of police in the province. What more did he have to say?
So, Thembisile Patekile said that recently there was an announcement by the President that at least 12,000 police officers will undergo training. Over the past 2 years or so since the pandemic, police officers haven't been able to train. So this is a national issue, but he says that out of the 12,000, he hopes that a large chunk will be deployed here in the Western Cape. He says that the only way that the Western Cape can have a decline in crime is to have more police officers. He did mention, however, that the Western Cape government has also been helpful with the City of Cape Town to assist where they can in terms of the deployment of law enforcement. They've also played a big part in some of the crime hotspot areas. Thembisile Patekile is optimistic that this Friday, when the National Police Minister Patekile announces the latest crime stats, that the Western Cape will see a drastic reduction. He did, however, also say that one of, or among the many issues that they still are faced with in the province in fighting crime is crimes like extortion rackets and the taxi violence. And that seems to be some of the biggest issues at this stage. But in terms of other crimes, like especially gang violence on the Cape Flats, he believes that they have managed to turn the tide. We did speak to him earlier. This is what he had to say.
People, they go on retirement. They resign. People, some they get dismissed, arrested and dismissed. So you will have that shortage that is there. But I'm grateful. We are grateful that now there's been an announcement that there is going to be training soon, and I think the minister was saying, the president talked about, I think, 12,000, which we're hoping that we'll get a slice of that too in the Western Cape.
Ronald, we understand that he's also revealed that under strenuous conditions, police are prone to battle with mental health.
Yes, indeed, and I think this is an issue that has been overlooked for many, many years, because police are exposed to a lot of violent crimes and violent scenes, and sometimes they themselves are also, people who are victims of crime, especially in communities where a lot of criminals target police for their guns. He says that there is help for police in such situations. And of course, recently we've also heard of police shooting their partners, not only in Gauteng but also in Piketberg here in the Western Cape. He says it is in such cases where police will need professional help, as they themselves are human beings. Patekile also had this to say with regards to that particular matter.
Well, as you are saying, we are not immune from the community. We are part of the community, and the community we serve. And in fact, many of our members are attending to most traumatic incidents. But we have debriefing and counseling in place that we do. For example, we got EHW that assist our members to deal with emotional and psychological issues. But at the same time, our medical aid has provided that if a person doesn't want to come to the police, then goes to the private clinic, private practitioners to get that assistance.